Alright, this is the Landwheel V4. Last video I showed that this thing wasn't working. Number 3 is here because currently this is the 3rd physical drive I have. But anyways, this board was dead on arrival, doesn't work. Yesterday or the day before I received this board here from Landwheel, they sent this one to me. And I just opened it up and I'm about to try to put it in. It looks like it's just like the VESC or any electronic speed controllers. There's 3 wires here, 3 wires here for the motor, and then the XT60, 2 sensors right here, sensor wires, and this I'm assuming, yeah, so the transmitter or receiver for the remote. So they sent me a video which basically I cut off anything that's yellow. When I say cut off, I mean like use a cutter or something like this, sharp, and just cut off the little yellow glue, and they'll expose the wires where I can pull them out, take out the screws that mount the board in, take off all the connectors, and should be a simple swap. They didn't give me another remote, but keeping a receiver from the looks of it. Looking at the board, this is the version 4 board. They said they sent me this one, or Landwheel said they sent me this one with a sample beta circuit board, and this is the next one. Just looking at it, couldn't see anything burnt or anything. This one was dead on arrival, like I mentioned. This is our next board. Looking at it, it looks about the same version wise, like serial numbers. This is a new one. This is that's that one. I mean, it looks like the same batch. Anyways, one thing that really stood out for me is this part right here. Hopefully it, yeah, I'm using my phone right now, sorry about that, but this right here, I'm not sure exactly what that is. Is this resistor, I think? Anyways, the way it's soldered on here, it's really odd. I'm not quite sure why it's there and what's doing. Yeah, I have no idea what's connected to, but anyways, looking at the dead on arrival board, it is not here. That resistor is just not here. It's like, see, there's nothing right there, which presumably would be the exact same thing as that one. See, it's right there. So I am not quite sure why that exists, and that just really stood out, just the way it was. Like, did they accidentally drop it on there? I'm not sure what that is. Hopefully that's not gonna cause a fire or anything. But yeah, design wise, this board could be designed a little better. I mean, the way that socket is just at an angle right there, they could have made that a little better, I guess. Whatever, no big issue, but it actually works here, I guess. Alright, anyways, I don't have a tripod or anything right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut all these things and come back to this. I took about 2 minutes here. Pull out the wires. XT60 still connected here. I'll get to it in a second. But I pulled out all the little glue there. Actually pretty easy to pull off. The one that really concerned me a little was this one. I forgot what this thing is called. Not capacitor. What is this thing?
Never mind, that is a capacitor. It's been a while, but
totally
yeah, it's a capacitor. Just always got used to the
thing.
Cylinder type. But anyways,
I guess I'll insert it in the comment. But it was on top of this screw. You can see a little terminal stick here. But another one of those things where you look at this board here, the new board, it's not there. So not quite sure why, but there, at least there is a difference. I'm not sure what that was connected to exactly. But yeah, it was just stuck in there under the glue. Looks like it should be under that right there. That's where it was coming out from. But yeah, I just broke that part. Not quite sure what it is. I just have to look into my books, figure it out. But yeah, that was one of the things that they sent me. This one had that component in there. Okay, I just took out the screws from these holes right here. Anyways, the part I was talking about here a second ago, after I unscrewed this, I found the other end of the terminal was wrapped around the screw. So what that means is that component was between the screw and that, and they took that out. So yeah, I don't think they sent me one in the bag. So hopefully this thing works. So moment of truth, I just put the battery in. Let's see if it works. It turned on, and remote 3 with 3, so good luck. There we go. So forward, brake, brake. Okay, that's fast. See if it works in reverse. Okay, so just it's working after that swap of, I don't know, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11 wires. So that was pretty simple. Yeah, I guess if all else fails at the very end, pretty sure you could just put in 2 vests. The motors will still work, but it doesn't have this small form factor. Anyways, yeah, it was a pretty simple fix, I guess. I will try to find some time to ride it tomorrow, mount it on board, and hopefully it works.